Now, I'm taking credit for this San Francisco thing. I know it wasn't just me, but I pounded them on radio and television about trying to take the names of George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, Thomas Jefferson off the schools out there, and they folded. They folded yesterday, and we're happy. And I'll get into this in micro detail. So the first thing that happened was that the San Francisco School Board was under intense pressure, not only in the city by the bay, but all over the country, because most people understand there are no perfect people, even icons, even historical figures, even presidents. I mean, I'm a historian. You guys know that. There isn't one president, not one, who didn't do some bad things in his life. Not one. There are no icons. There are no war heroes. No one. If you read my books, From Killing Lincoln on, I tell the truth about these people. So the loons in San Francisco, whose agenda is basically to indoctrinate children, school children, into a brave new world of socialism, and America's bad and all American traditions should be done away with immediately so we can have inclusion and we can have fairness and we can have equality and we can have this great, great world that we're going to impose on everybody. And if you don't like it, we're going to destroy you, by the way. That's part of it. So anyway, the nuts out in San Francisco was 6-1. The school board voted to take the names of the icons off the schools. And that would have cost a couple $100,000 to do it. $400,000 was the estimate. So the head of the school board, Gabriela Lopez, issued a statement on the matter yesterday, and I'm going to quote her. I acknowledge and take responsibility that mistakes were made in the renaming process. Reopening will be our only focus until all the children and young people are back in schools. We're canceling renaming committee meetings for the time being. We will be revising our plans to run a more deliberate process moving forward, which includes engaging historians at nearby universities to help, because we don't know anything. She didn't say that, but they don't know anything. Nothing. So I made this, I've mentioned it a couple of times, and I want to clarify tonight. Martin Luther King Jr., in my opinion, was a great hero. And I write about him extensively in Killing Kennedy. Okay? However, he did some things that are not good. And they're documented. They're on tape. Now, those tapes have not been put out. They're still classified as national security. And they won't be put out to 2027. And I don't think they'll be put out then. And I don't want them to come out. I don't want them to come out. Because I think that Dr. King did so much good, he shouldn't be besmirched even by his own activities. But you could not name anything after him if you went by the standards of San Francisco or anyone else. You wouldn't have any names of any historical people. Do you not understand all this? All right. We won. That's a big one. This is a big one. Big victory for traditional, fair-minded America.